You've got to start with a 356A, as obviously that was the first Porsche release. So the 356A, 1948 to 56. So that is going to be your first model in the lineup. So we have, as you can see, short card and also part of the loose collection. So this teardrop one also came in a couple of multi-pack varieties as well, so not carded, but in the loose, in the red with the teardrop, and also in the silver with that little navy tipping across the front there as well. So that works its way into a little story of teardrops there. Then we've got the Magnus Walker up next in the kind of satin black finish. So again, short card and also loosey-goosey as well. Then we've got the other colorway in the Magnus. So we've got that silver, again, same sort of detailing down through the sides, but on the classic spoke this time out. Okay, also we have running into some car culture premium bits and pieces. So in this one here, you've got from the air-cooled series, beautiful detailing on this little navy one here. Love the little detailing that they've got in the way the little leather latches through the front. Also that little steely works beautifully, works really, really nicely on that one there. So yeah, carded loose. Then the Emery Motorsports, this one here, part of the Boulevard collection. So fairly recent. That one there, little mini light wheels in chrome. We've got, say, pretty nice yellow paintwork for that one there as well. So there we go. Last one is going to be from Team Transport. So this one here, you can see, very, very similar to the sort of teardrop version that we were looking at just a moment ago. But again, beautiful detailing through the front, Momo detailing, and some really peachy little Firestone tyres on that one as well. Right, there we go. 356A then moves into Speedster. So we've got just the two to look at this time in the 356 Speedster. Let's start off with this little one in front of us. So the Forza. It's a really beautiful model. I'm not a massive fan of the colour, and definitely not a fan of those Forza decals on there, which is why I've picked up one of these to do a little custom on. But yeah, Hot Wheels, come on, pull your finger out. Let's have something new in the 356 Speedster. It's been quite a while. So the other one that we have got is going to be from the Team Transport as well. Again, beautiful colour. The Magnus Walker wheels on there, they're cool, but for some reason it just doesn't work particularly well on that one. See, beautiful detailing through the back, really, really pretty, but as I say, just the two, that's all we've had, So next up, we've got, look at it, looks so lonely on its own there. So we've got 550 Spider, this one here, 1953 to 57. But yeah, what a pretty little model. This one here is from the 50th anniversary set. It comes with some beautiful detailing through the top there. Look at that, beautiful, really pretty little casting. There are a couple of the, I think it's called 100% collectibles, the black box pieces. There is a red and a blue, I believe, that also come in this. Slightly smaller scale, it's not really a 1/64, but it's such a pretty little one that I would try to collect the other two colorways in that. But yeah, 550 silver 50th anniversary pack, that is your single piece that I've got for the collection. Right, 1968 to 73 now, we've got 917, so a little bit of racing history going in there. Starting off with, funnily enough, we came from the 550, that was from the 50th anniversary pack. This one is 2. So the original one, which actually came with the opening hatch as opposed to the retooling, which we'll have a little look at in a moment as well. But this one here, Golf livery, actually comes sky blue with red rather than the kind of classic orange, but beautifully filled in for the air fan across the top of the engine bay there, and the other details that they've got through there as well. Very pretty indeed. That is cool. So right, moving on, we've got Porsche series, so carded and loose as well. Some really nice little tempo details on this one here, actually, through the top particularly. It's cool, really nice. Right, on to, as I just mentioned, retooled. So this is the recent diorama box set 917. So very similar to the one we were just looking at from the 50th anniversary, but as I say, retooled so that it actually has a closed hood through the back. Obviously bring the cost down on replicating nowadays. Also this one comes on a black 5-spoke, which is one of the new wheel releases that we've had for this year, last year. Fairly new anyway, but again, through the top, beautifully done, down through the back. Nice little bit of chrome work through there as well. So there we go, first part of your 917. So that's the K. We're going to move on to the LH, so the long tail's up next. Right, here we go. So we've got long tail up next. Blue, really pretty, and again, different colorway. So in the reds, then you'll have in the classic Golf livery. So that kind of sky blue with the orange, and also different colorway as well. So you've got pretty much same as that, just in white. So there we go, short card, loose, all together there. Then into the hippie prints, quite cool actually, and it's definitely cool when you see the real pictures of this one. And then into the Walmart Zamak release. So this one here, you can see it's got exactly the same hippie print that we were just looking at. Quite cool. There you go. That's going to be your long tail running off that one there. So next up, let's do some 914 up. Okay, so 914, let's start with the 914 6, so the 6-cylinder GT version. Let's go with little red one right here. Beautiful little real riders on this one here. Don't tend to see these very often anymore, as they probably move things on ever so slightly, but nicely done, almost like a little BBS wheel with a little gold lip around there. Porsche detailing, Magnus Walker Urban Outlaw detailing on there as well. But yeah, loose, and the carded also. Then into the Porsche series, we've got the whites. This one here, classic fires with chrome, Porsche detailing through there, and some other little brands that you can see through the side there. Quite nicely done actually, the number 5, and some other bits and pieces there also. Right, that's going to be your 6-cylinder. Let's move on to the Safari, which has not long been released. Tail end of last year for the yellow, I believe, or possibly even beginning of this year. Depends when Hot Wheels actually got the cases out to people, but pretty much same sort of thing for the body. This one obviously comes with really cool little details. You've got the roof racks on there, obviously the petrol can, and the light bar across the front, which is obviously pulled off of the base. So yeah, moved it on quite nicely. Let's take a little look side by side, and obviously you've got the roof detailing is probably the most noticeable change to it there, along with the front rally style headlights and so on. Cool, very nice. Right, hang on, you go there. when you go there. And just last week previous to that, received the GameStop blue versions. So cool, really cool to get that in the collection. Do like the little white tipping rather than the chrome that they put on the bottom one there. Works quite nicely. And that blue's nice little colourway. Nice little colourway. So there you go, that is your 9146 and also the Safari. So next up, let's do some 911s, huh? Alright, 911s, and first up we're going to have 71 Porsche 911. One of my favourites, one of my favourite castings from Hot Wheels. Love it to pieces. So let's start with the Polizzi, as it's right there. So classic chromes, green base for this one here. Definitely going to be probably the weakest out of the colourways that we've had so far. And there's a new one of these coming out. I can't remember if it's an RLC or something like that. I know it's one of the special ones that's due to come out. So I'll be definitely keeping my eyes peeled for one of those and grabbing one as soon as I can find. So there we go, that's going to be your Polizzi first of all, then into your Magnus Walker. And we've got first up here with the red base. So gold classic, red base, blue bonnets, 277, urban outlaw detailing, and then down through the back as well, you've got the blue for the hood on the back there as well. Alright, next up, let's do the reverse colourway. So reverse colourway is going to be this one right here. So grey wheel, blue base, red bonnet, and red hood on the rear as well. This one here, if I was incredibly lucky, or could actually find some of the little tempos that go on the side, this came in one of the rarest releases. So there were, I think it's 71, hence 71 Porsche 911, of a Zamak made of this here for employees only. So exactly the same, blue base, grey wheel, Zamak with the same tempo detailings on there as well. It's cool, it's super cool. Doubt I'll ever own one, or certainly not a real one, but you never know. Maybe I can work on a custom and kind of produce something to sit in the collection, because yeah, I'm gonna miss it otherwise. Right, next up we've got pretty much identical to what we've just been looking at, but from the Door Slammers series. So Car Culture, we've got the same sort of colourway, blue base, this time being metal, and your real riders in grey 5-spoke rather than the kind of classic main lines that we've just been looking at there, but pretty much identical. I think the POC differs slightly, but besides that the numbers are the same, and then down through the back pretty much identical. Obviously the hood through the back is a lot more detailed in terms of actually fitting on the car itself. But yeah, there we go, that's your door slammer. And just as a little Brucey bonus, if you're really into your 71 Porsches, that was my first custom. So I've done in like a little grey. We've got some Magnus cut out Fuchs style wheels, and the little tipping around the outside edge of the indicators. Got the lights on the front there as well. Down through the rear, quite a nice little job across the back there as well. But yeah, first custom, first of many, let's hope to say. Right, 71 Porsche 911, that's done. Let's move on to 934 next. Right, 930 next up, and happens to be RWB actually. Hot Wheels have done 930 in 2 different versions. We'll get to the other one in just a moment, but let's do, as I say, RWB first and foremost. So the first release was going to be this one right here, flat black. What an absolute peach. Loads of detailing, massive wing through the back, filled in beautifully for light tempos. Look at that, filled in beautifully across the back and through the front as well. So we've got loose and the carded. That then spawned purple version. So this one here came from Team Transport. Really pretty purple actually, and came with this new deep dish rim through the back. So huge wide wheel through the back there. There we go, that's probably better. So yeah, Team Transport, which then spawned the, let's take that off there, second version. So RLC release. So this again came in the box, doesn't come carded, comes in the box set with Akira Nice-san. Opening parts on this one, so you've got the beautiful opening door, and also down through the back you've got the, let's try and flip that around so we get, there we go, beautifully detailed engine bay through the back. And then internally, as I say, beautifully done, super detailed on that one there. But yeah, pretty. This one here is, was I right in saying it was like a midnight? I'm not going to claim that actually. I'm not going to claim that whilst I'm here. But yeah, beautifully done indeed. Okay, as I said, 930 did come in a previous version before the RWB. There was this one here. So slightly different, it's a slightly smaller scale. In the 50th anniversary set, the Porsche 50th anniversary set, so the same as the 550 Spider and the 917 that we were looking at. I forget which one it was, whether it's the red or the white. It's the red or the white come in the 50th anniversary set, and the other one comes in the collectibles little black box. So I think it's the white that comes in the black box actually, and the red that's from the 50th set. I need to have a little double check. This 930 comes with opening rear latch through the back, so the opening rear hood. You've got the kind of scuff guards down through the side, and some other little details on there as well. Nice little Fuchs wheels on here in chrome. But the only thing is, as I say, is size-wise, it is a smaller scale to what we're looking at. So if you've got a 164 for your classic Hot Wheels, you're going to probably looking getting up towards maybe a 70 scale, 170 scale. It's not a huge difference between it, but when you've got like for like models, you can definitely see that there's a bit of a size difference between the two. Right, that's those two loosey gooseys, but I do have one last one. So Motor Trend, I think there were two colorways in this. There was a silver and this yellow as well, so I haven't got a loose, I've just got the carded in this one here. And so I will probably try to pick them up over the course of time, but bearing in mind the scale, they are not as important to get into the collection as some of the other pieces that I still have to collect. Right, 930 done and dusted. Right, 1976 934 Turbo RSR up next, and I think is this the first one that I've got full collection, loose and carded, everything. I think it might be. Right, let's start with Falcon there. So short card and obviously loosey goosey in there as well. Got the other colorway. So the silver with the blue tipping. Actually, that card's not brilliant. I could do with keeping an eye out for a new one of those. Next up, we've got the white in the Then and Now series. And following on from that, we've got another colorway again in the Then and Now series, so in the green. Have they got the same wheel on that one? Yes, they have actually. Right, next up, Hot Wheels Workshop in almost like a Riviera Blue. Pretty, very pretty. Then we've got black with gold lace, and one of my recent ones that I was missing. So we've got the orange with the silver lace. Next up, we've got Magnus Walker. This one here, nice little kind of trim detail, some little stripes through the front there as well. Next up, Jagermeister, or I like to call it Jagermeister. So this one here was the Walmart's, was it 100 Years Exotics or something set that was out there, 6-piece set. A couple of other interesting bits in there, but this was definitely the standouts, and the one that I'll be using for that little Jagermeister custom as and when it pops up. Right, next up we've got the I think it was Kmart exclusive actually, then and now. This one here in a silver, so similar to like the Kroger release that we've had recently in that 993 Carrera. So not a Zamak, in like a metallic silver. But yeah, quite cool little colorway, that one there. So no short card, only long card in that one, obviously. Then we've got Forza. So not a massive fan of the detail, but I am a big fan of that flat white. The flat white's pretty darn cool. I really should pick up another one of those, and we'll do a little simple custom with that. Right, there is one other piece. Those astute of you, or proper viewers that have really watched everything, will know that I also have, to finish things off, I have a toy fair in there as well. So again, I'm not gonna show you properly. That is all you're gonna get of it, but we will be doing a proper reveal of that. As I say, I'm really cheating myself. It's my birthday present, and it ain't my birthday yet, so yeah, it shouldn't really be out. But anyway, we'll enjoy getting it out as and when. Right, let's move from the 934 Turbo RSR on to, it's the 0.5 next up, 934.5. Right, okay, 934.5, first up, black blue lace wheel, obviously short and a loose. Short and a loose in the white. White's really nice actually, really quite plain, simple, but a nice little colorway. Definitely racing inspired, that's for sure. Next up, almost like a Riviera Blue. So this time comes with the 34, again on the lace wheel in white this time. This one also spawned two different variations. So first up is going to be in the Zamak. So we've got again the 34 detailing through the side in white, this time a red lace wheel. So there we go, we've got loose carded in the Zamak. And we also have, this was the other one that was available, so you also have in the teal kind of colour, super treasure hunt version of that one right there. So, oh, there we go. It's the only thing with these little cases is why I've got to make sure they're all firmly together. So there we go, that's my loose, beautiful white aero reel riders, little treasure hunt symbol down through the back. Plain, simple, beautiful, sexy, very nice. And also, there we go, short card. So that's the first of the supers for us to go through. Then your most recent that we had, this one here from the Thrill Climbers set. Quite difficult to remember that off the top of my head. So pretty little detailing, again the same white reel riders that we've seen just a moment ago on the Super Treasure Hunt. But really nice, that red and yellow, definitely very pretty down through the back on the wing there. Cool, very nice. So obviously a loose and a carded in that one there. So that is your 934.5. Next up, obviously 935. Oh, bless it, all on its own there. So we've got 935, which is new release. Is that the most recent? I think it's the most recent new Porsche casting that we've had come through. But yeah, flat nose detailing through the fronts, massive oversized rear wing, and some beautiful little Magnus Walker tampos on there as well. Nice little detailing down through the side. Done a really cool job trying to cut things in and give it some shape across there. But yeah, this one here is due to have the reverse of it. So we've got red base coming with the blue blue detailing instead. That is due, I forget when. You will probably have a better idea than I will. But I do have, to run alongside that, my second custom. So there we go, little Martini custom that I did. Martini racing details down through the front, number 2. Martini stripes are on there. Some little detailings down through the side, through the back, and filled in tempos through the back for the light clusters, little silver exhaust, so on and so forth. But yeah, cool. Alright, 935 new casting runs into 1978 93578, so the long tail version. Very, very similar, but slightly different spoiler shape and oversized long tail to it. So let's start with silhouette right here. So it's part of the same collection as the RWB that we've just taken a look at, and I think the RWB and this silhouette were my very, very, very first Hot Wheels Porsche purchases. So there we go. Beautiful blue aero wheels, Bilstein detailing, PPG paint detailing on there. Yeah, cool. Really, really pretty casting that on there, especially in that colorway. Now, next up, we've got, yes, I'm lucky enough to have both a carded and a loose in the Canadian release Hot Wheels Road Racer series. So we've got almost like a, it's almost like a Zamak, really. So it is super, super, super metallic. Beautiful little orange detailing down through the sides. And the stripe running through the top. I like that colour. Really, really pretty indeed. So there we go, your road racer. Then into the more basic, should we say? So we've got Flying Customs. Again, one that I picked up not too long ago. Last couple of weeks. Porsche series, running off from that. Some little 85 detailing. We've got a Porsche detail through the back. Some other little bits and pieces on that one there. And then from Race Day, in the reds. Really pretty, really, really nice actually. So we've got the red Momo, little yellow detailing. Love the aero real riders on this one here with the little chrome accents and red internally. Cool, very, very nice indeed. And the last one that we've got is going to be your track day. So beautiful gold lace real riders on this one here. Love that wheel, really, really cool. Very nice indeed. And a beautiful, almost burgundy, Ron Burgundy paintwork on there. Part of, yeah, it is Urban Outlaw. So yeah, part of Magnus Walker's bits and pieces. But yeah, pretty colour actually, really nice. Don't very often pay that much attention to it. But yeah, there we go. That's your long tail 935 full set. Alright, 93578, keeping it racing inspired, and we're moving on to the Porsche 962. So this one here, 1984, so around about 91. So was definitely big on the scene in and around 80s Le Mans racing, that is for sure. So start off with the most recent one. So this one here from Retro Entertainment Series, Gran Turismo. So there was two of these. There was the Porsche 962 with this kind of Rothmans Racing. That's so cool, really, really is. The Rothmans Racing inspired livery on that one there. There was also Mazda 727B, I think it is, which comes with a reverse of this card here. So you've got the white with the black Gran Turismo, and obviously another legend of the Le Mans circuit scene. Next up, Race Day Greddy decals. Again, cool little real riders on this one here. This comes with like a champagne insert and the little chrome tipping around the outside. Quite cool. Don't very often see it that way round. And then we've got the Advan, so Circuit Legends. And again, cool little livery. Nice that they've done a little change on the wheels. So you've got the white at the front and then the black with a little chrome tipping on the aero real riders there. Cool. Very, very, very cool. Last one that we have got in the 962 is going to be from Team Transport. So no carded to go with this one, just the loose. And this one again, very, very similar to that Momo 93578 that we were literally just looking at. But yeah, a little Hella Bilstein logos on there. Obviously Momo slapped all over the top of it. And that one there, part of the, that came with the Euro hauler, I think. Was it a Euro hauler? I think it possibly was. But yeah, there you go, your 962 collection all done. What's up next? I think next up we've got some 959s next. Right, 959, 1986. So this is the Dakar Rally version. Really cool again, little detailing through the sides. Bilstein, your Porsche detailing, 186 through the top there as well. But cool. We've actually got a new one of these coming out in the Deutschland design set, I think it is. Quite a cool little set by the looks of things. Got some peachy little bits and pieces in there. But there is a solid colour coming. It's still on the Dakar kind of slightly raised suspension and the other little bits and pieces. But that one is coming in a plain colour. So that's the new casting in the Safari. There has previously been this little number here. So it's going to be a standard previous casting that has been offered. I've only got a few of these. And the reason being is most of the time they've got some nasty razor wheels on them or whack liveries, you know, just whatever it is isn't quite doing it for me. So I'm hoping that Hot Wheels will do a new road going 959 as opposed to what they're calling the 1986, which is the Safari version. Right, enough waffle. Porsche series, as I say, that's the only one I've got displayed. Quite nice, that little stripe through the front there. But classic chrome 5 spokes. The other one that I have got, which is just a random little short card I've got, again, say, look, see, it's got all this twin turbo. No, that doesn't get displayed in my collection, that's for sure. That's for sure. Right, 944 Turbo next up. So even though this is a Series 2, in 1988 or 87 I think they released, 944 was available from 81 I think it was, 81 through till 91, so fits in with the time that we've got here. So fairly recent casting that we've had, some nice little features on this one that we'll get into, but starting with the first colourway, so the red chrome PR5s, and as I say, got a beautiful little touch of that stethoscope on the back parcel shelf. Again, a little nod back to the designer's Battle Against Cancer, I believe, which I think is just a really cool little thank you gesture to give someone a little nod, say thanks. Next up, got gold colourway, so the second colourway that we had. This one here, again, PR5s, but just with a little chrome lip and black insert. Next up, Magnus Walker. So this one here, I won't say the latest colourway because this is out for some of you which have managed to find it already. E or F case, I believe it is. But this is the first Magnus Walker colourway. So we've got the silver with the gold Y5s on there. 944 detailing. Last peg hunting video, I didn't see a really shabby one of these. Terrible tampos down through the side. But yeah, as I do say, we've got same wheel, but a satin blue, which looks beautiful actually. It looks very, very pretty in the upcoming case. So I'll definitely be looking out for that, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll get it added in. Okay, into next up, 964. So I think it's probably my second favourite. Yeah, probably second favourite after 71 911 actually. But starting with another Magnus Walker. This one here, beautiful colour. Shame it's got kind of blue base and red bumpers and so on and so forth. And then like a random yellowy, goldy mini light wheel on there. But the base colour, sorry, not the base colour, the actual body colour, really, really nice. I would like to do a little something with that actually. The colour's quite cool. But yeah, there we go. Track day, first releasing that one there. Followed by, I know this one is very, very popular. So the Modern Classics with the red interior, red base, grey aero Real Riders. Yeah, that's a really pretty little casting with that little red tipping across the bottom. Nice, very, very nice. Right, 964 in those two. Next up is 964, but slightly different. So we've got the RLC up next. So first release is going to be this one right here. So this came in the box set with a little Magnus Walker. Has some beautiful detailing to it. Look at that, peachy. Opening rear hood. Again, look at that little louvered detail over the front fenders there as well. It's such a cool little model, really, really is. So that is version 1, which as I say came in the box sets. So we don't have one carded, but the version 2, I certainly do. So version 2, slightly different colorway. So let's see if I can, it's really hard to show on camera. So like a flat grey, and this one here is almost like an olivey brown colour to it when you see it properly. Actually, let's just, there we go. So it'll give you a slightly better idea against the flat. All that first release there, but it's a peach, an absolute peach in either colour. I myself personally am a big fan of both, but there we go. Second release, as I say, did come carded. In fact, I was talking about the 71 911 before. I think it's coming in a pack like this, so it isn't, I think it's an a red line club, so an RLC one that we've got coming in now. But this one has a particularly nice number from memory. Yeah, we've got a 911 number on there, which is pretty darn cool. One of 10,000. Love it, really, really love it. Cool, super cool. So that is your 964. Done and dusted. All right, let's move on. What we've got, 903 I think possibly? Yeah, I think it's 903 up next. Alright, 96 Porsche Carrera 993 up next. Let's start with Riviera Blue. White PR5s on this one here. Such a pretty little casting. I really should do a little custom with one of these, as I've got an absolute load of them. Absolutely load in the drawer. Right, one of the nicer colourways. So we've got the whites with the sand beigey kind of colour interior. That really is nice actually. This one is, this is the standard. There is a multi-pack exclusive in this white, which comes on a grey trap wheel rather than the PR5s that we've got there. Again, I'd love to see it, love to lay my hands on one. I'll certainly try to at some point in time. Next up, black on the white on the chrome classic wheel. And following on, we've got in the yellow. So yellow beautiful yellow actually. This is the black lace wheel. This is another one that came in a multi-pack exclusive, but this time I've actually got this one. So this one also comes on the black classic wheel as opposed to the lace wheel that we were just looking at right there. So yeah, if you're lucky enough to find one, it's out there, people. It's out there. Next up, Kroger exclusive in this one here. Beautiful colour actually. Like a silvery grey colour. Looks more grey when you get it in the hand and not a silver. And yeah, it's a really pretty colourway for it. Little chrome tipping around the edge of the wheel on that one there as well. And as I say, obviously Kroger exclusive is long card only. Right, next up, recent colourway that we've had, this white. It is a little bit bizarre, as I've mentioned before, but in the white grey aero wheels and a little odd kind of, yeah, details to them. But this one here, along with the 89944 that we were looking at a moment ago, it's got a new colourway coming in E or F case. So white aero wheels, same sort of trim detail but a green for it. Everything else on it is whack, but I do love green. So 993 in green. I'm looking forward to getting hold of the lighter fluid and getting the tempos off and do a little wheel swap on that. So maybe a little EF whenever it is that they're out. Little basic customs. Alright, 993 Carrera into 993 GT2. So let's start with the basics at the top. We've got the orange with the chrome lace wheel. And following on, the gold Y5s and the whites. That I think is, again, yeah, it's like that flat white. Pretty, do like that flat whites. Then into the red, so pretty much identical in terms of the tempo details, but in the red, little chrome lip around the outside edge of that one there. Then into this one right here. So we've got the orange stripe, we've got a black hood across the front, some other little details, and I'm sure you all are aware that was the Super Treasure Hunt as well. So I've got that, we'll get to that in just a second. Next up, got some car culture, so the Euro style, and this one here, chrome lace wheel, pinky purple stripe details, and some nice little Momo Bilstein Yokohama. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Grey interior on that one there. And we've got Porsche series. Again, it's got some nice little details for it, even though it's like a glorified mainline. It has got some nice little details across the top of that one there. Next up, Forza Horizon, but it is a Riviera Blue, which is always nice. Then into the Zamek. So this one here, gold lace, raw finish, and that is one of my favourite Zameks that I've got in the collection. It is such a peach. Absolute peach, that one there. Right, from there onto another little silvery one that we have got, another Magnus Walker, and this one here, there you go, some nice little details on there, the Porsche script, 993, got that black bonnet down through the front. All in all, quite a cool little colourway on that one there. Nice, I've got the little red accent stripe across the bottom there as well. That's nice. Right, then we've got some key pieces next up. This I've seen go from strength to strength over the past, certainly since I managed to lay my hands on a loose and a carded. They've gone through the roof. I think I paid 55 for my carded. Last time I saw one of these was way up over the 100 and something, so yeah, did well on that. But it's definitely one of the definitely one of the nicest 993 GT2s that are in the collection, in that yellow. It's just a shame they could never get the tempos right before, but we forgive them that. Things have moved on. They've certainly got on top of that nowadays, that's for sure. But yeah, one of the classic 993 GT2s, and definitely a very wantable product for a lot of Porsche collectors out there. Right, I said it before, so that one right there came in a treasure hunt. So treasure hunt here again. I am very lucky. I've got a loose and a carded, and I will show you. One has, there we go, let's show you the half roll cage for my loose, which is the more common variety. And then you have, if you can make it out, the full roll cage in my short card, which makes this super rare. So not only is it a short card super, it's the rarer full roll cage version. So yeah, cool. Lucky Bertie, very lucky Bertie. I think 993 is probably the biggest part of the collection actually. GT2, again, I've got everything there, it's all filled in, including the other special piece from this GT2 collection, yeah, the Golf Porsche. Again, this is another one that I've done really well on. I paid 165 for this. It's one of my first big purchases actually. And again, this is doing pretty darn well. I've seen this one. Some people try and be a little bit ambitious, around about the £300 mark. But nice to know that I've done pretty well on this over the last couple of years. Yeah, there we go. You can see of 6,000, number 3470. Peach, absolute peach. Right, 993 GT2s, all done. Alright, just before we move on to Carrera GT, got a couple of randoms actually. So what I like to call the ugly duckling in the 996. We've got, again, nice little Riviera Blue in this one here from Fast and Furious set, which has got that cool little Gt3 Rs tempo down through the sides. Little silver lace wheel. So in the 996 we've got that one there. The only other one that I have got is a recent purchase. So this one here, little speed machine. Add into the collection as well. So yeah, again, I've not got a huge amount of 996s and I still can't make up my mind whether I am going to start collecting them or not, but for the time being, that's all that we have got. Alright, so another big collection actually, Carrera GT, which I'm pretty much there with, couple left to get, but pretty much all there. So let's start with a couple of first editions. So we've got gold open hole 5s, silver, then we've got the yellow version of the same, so this time on a chrome OH5, but this time in chrome. So there we go, identical besides the wheel. So same, they got the same. Actually, I think it might be possibly a smoked windscreen and a clear windscreen. But without getting too into it now. Then we've got from the exotics collection, this one here. Again, OH5s, this time here with gold and a little black stripe detail running through the bonnet. And we've got in the flat black, yellow interior, which is a little bit wild. And then we've got these two here. So we've got the red and also the green. These both come with the little Sharon and Dave Porsche script. And got really nice little headlight tempos down through the front. PR5s on the reds. And then a little green tipping on the outside of this one here. Quite cool, that green actually, like a Viper green. Little bit different. Right, then following on, we've got in the black. So chrome PR5, like a burgundy red interior on this one here. And actually I'll come back to the grey in a moment. Next up, yellow, red interior with a dark tint to the windscreen. Now, next up, this one here, the grey. So the grey with the chrome PR5s, there are, or I will say there is a slight variation in this one. This one I've got in my hands is obviously relating to the, I think it's a Dream Garage actually, short card that I've got here. Not to be confused with this one right here. So there we go, you can see the two different there. Okay, and the main differences will obviously be there's quite a big difference between the colour. A little bit more metallic to the top one. But just to do, if you're online and you're kind of looking around trying to tell the difference between the two, quickest way is going to be that one there comes with the little silver Carrera GT. That one comes with black Carrera GT across the bottom. So yeah, unless you got them both in the same picture, it is quite hard to tell the difference between the two colours. Yeah, there we go. Next part, I can't remember which way round it is now. There you go, that one with that, that one with that. Okay, another couple of multi-pack ones we have got. It's going to be the copper. This one here was from the Exotics 5-pack from memory. Quite cool, nice copper colour actually. Pretty plain. Just your nice light tempos down through the front on that one. Next up, blue with the silver. Actually, I think this was another 5-pack one that we had come in. Quite a nice little blue on that one there. As I say, silver stripe detailing, chrome PR5s. Now, next up, this one here is the Zamek. So I've got a loose. I haven't got a card. I did purchase one, but it's been waylaid in the States. I'm not sure what's happened there, but yeah, I'll have to try and find another one of those and get those sent out, which is a bit annoying. But that would be the last of those to collect. Next up, Porsche series in the orange. Nice little tempo details on this here actually. Little Carrera GT through the side, little stripe, the Porsche detailing as well. It's pretty cool. All right, next up, it's the big boys. So I have in the yellow, both carded and loose in the Speed Machine. Again, it's got that little Sharon and Dave Porsche script through the top. CM6 wheels, a little chrome lip around this one here. And again, this was one of the Christmas treats actually. Not cheap and quite rare. Don't very often see them pop up, but I am still looking for a loosey-goosey one of these, which fingers crossed I'll find at some point in time. So yeah, just the Zamak to try and pick up carded and a loose one of the white Speed Machine, and that will be everything picked up for Carrera GT. Alright, 997 Gt3 Rs up next. So let's start with nice little grey actually, really nice little grey edition. Followed by the white, so exactly the same sort of colourway. This one comes in that pearlescent balloon white with that same flag detail through the sides. Yeah, it was those there. Next up, orange, really cool little Gt3 RS. decal that runs through the side on this one here. So that is in the orange. There is, to marry off with that one, this one right here. So that is the black with the coppery orangey colour. Still yet to find a short card version of this. Thought I actually had it in the collection, I must admit. But yeah, don't actually currently have. And the last one that I'd seen on a short card had some nasty price sticker on the front of it as well. So I didn't pick that one up. So definitely keeping my eyes peeled for that one. Other one as well, fairly recent addition for me anyway. So tying in with these three here, so it's got that same red flag detail down through the sides, red windows, red PR5s. This I've just purchased a short card, so that is currently on its way. Should be here within the next week or so, I would have thought. So that's that one there. Then we've got the red and the yellow. Fairly simple little stripe detail with a little Hot Wheels branding running off the front of it. Got PR5 just with the yellow lip on that one and with the red lip on that one right there. Okay, the other carded that we have got is going to be the Magnus Walker Euro style. So beautiful chrome base on this one here, or silver metal base, should we say. 277 detailing and some little stripy bits and pieces. Quite miffed actually, they haven't got a Porsche crest on there. I'm quite surprised on that for this piece with real riders and so on and so forth. But there we go. Following on from there, we've got in the Zamak as well. So red PR5s and the same stripe detailing that we were just looking at on the yellow and the red as well. So there we go. Long card obviously, as it doesn't come in short card. Right, next up, Forza. So this one is again like a Zamak finish on this one here. Raw finish, red base, nasty Forza logo on it, but it has got that beautiful Gt3 Rs logo just running underneath it as well. So there we go, Forza Motorsport. I don't know, I've picked these in some big old chunky packs, really chunky packs. Right, next up, let's do the multi-packs. So there have been quite a few in the way of multi-pack versions for this one. So let's start with, should we go with, I think that's probably the first release. So we've got Satin Green from the 9/10 pack. Beautiful colour, like really, really pretty. Slightly different stripe detailing running through the side of this one. Doesn't have the little Hot Wheels logo just on the front, just a plain stripe detail. Yeah, that colour is awesome, absolutely awesome in the satin green. Next up, let's do this one here. So again, another multi-pack, this time plain white, and I mean bog standard plain white. Headlight tampos, Porsche crests, gold PR5s. Nice. So satin, white, let's do again another 10 pack. This is still out and about there in your 10 pack if you're lucky enough to try and find one. So we've got red interior, white Gt3 Rs decals, white PR5s, nice little headlight tampos as per normal. And then we've got the most recent that we have had, again multi-pack, this one here. So we've got a return to the stripes that we've just been looking at on these two, and also the darker blue. So it also comes white 10 spoke as opposed to the PR5s, and again with that flag trim and the Gt3 Rs decal through the front quarter panels as well. So there we go, that's your looses. There is one last piece that I have got, which again is a little bit of a special piece. So I've got a little mystery model, which doesn't come in box, obviously comes in the pack. The guy that purchased this one did keep hold of the front sticker and also the little leaflet, pamphlet, flyery type thing that comes in the pack as well. But we don't want to see the empty pack. What we want to see is that one right there. Beautiful, beautiful colourway on this one here. Front tempos are a little bit whack on this one here, it has to be said, but the rest of it is pretty darn cool, and that colourway is beautiful. So we've got like a grey silver, very, very, very nice indeed. Yeah, it's a shame about those front light tempos. These, as I say, quite hard to lay your hands on. I've only ever seen this one that I purchased on, and randomly yesterday when I was looking for something else on eBay, there was one that sold last month for over 50 UK pounds. And actually Lamley Group sold one of these, which was at 130 odd pounds. I think, I don't get it. I don't get it. I know it's rare and I know it's Lamley's one, but 130 quid? Really? Really? And I thought I overspent on some of these pieces. Right, 997 Gt3 Rs, done and dusted. Let's do the GT2s. Right, 997 GT2 up next. So let's start with the black at the back right there. So grey interior, chrome PR5s, glasswork pull through for the lights on the front, and not too bad actually the light tempos on the back of this one here. So we have in black, we have in silver as well. So that one there comes with the silver plastic spoiler, black plastic spoiler on that one there. Whilst we're on these two, there are variations. So the black I do have. So rather than the PR5s with the grey interior, this will come with the Y5s in chrome and like a beigey goldy colour interior. Also there is a colour difference as well, both black, but that's going to be your non-metallic, and there you go, you've got an awful lot of fleck to that one there. Really pretty, really, really pretty. Same is also available in the silver, so with the Y5s and with different interior colour, but I'm yet to pick that one up. So hopefully, fingers crossed, still looking, and I will try to find one of those. Next up, blue, Y5s, chrome, Sabia coloured interior, and this one here comes with a black spoiler on the back, which is a bit of a shame. But not too bad, not too bad. Next up, in the red, this one here comes with the chrome lipped Y5s again. Red spoiler on this one here. And then next up in the white, again same little chrome lip, white spoiler. This one has got some whack old tempos on the back of it. Look at the state of those lights. So wonky, so wonky. In fact, most of the white ones look like they all went through a little bit dodgy. And then, again, fairly recent in carded, but let's start with the loose first of all. Loosey goosey, PR5s, chrome lip, black inside. Got smoked interior, smoked windscreen, pull through for the lights on the front, and same as the blue, comes with black spoiler on this one here. Tempos aren't too bad actually. On the loosey goosey, not too bad at all. And then in the carded as well, you can see, yeah, whack. Actually, no, not too bad. I've seen damn sight worse than that. Those white ones are not good, that's for sure. Right, there we go. That's your carded bits and pieces. Also carded, but I only currently have in the loose will be the Speed Machine. So again, fairly recent purchase. I only picked this one up a couple of weeks back. But we've got the grey interior, clear headlights, clear glasswork, That 630 detailing through the sides. Same whack tampos for the headlights, but not a bad piece at all. I wish I'd have picked it up a little bit earlier, because again, the prices on these have gone through the roof since I started collecting. I wasn't a huge fan of the Colorway previously, but yeah, I wish I'd have pulled my finger out and bought it a little bit earlier. Didn't do too bad actually. £30 for this one here loose, but I know a carded one's going to cost me anywhere between 75 and 100 odd pounds. Right, let's plump you to one side. The other that we have got loosey-goosey are going to be multi-packs. So we've got this one here in the orange, and this comes with the later edition metal spoiler. So rather than plastic piece, it's a much cleaner job when it's pulled through in the metal, but orange is cool, nice. Like it for a change, definitely like it for a change. Okay, again, another multi-pack. This was a 5-pack, Exotics 5-pack, I think, from memory. So we've got the almost like a Gt green GT2 detailing, along with some black bonnet and so on and so forth. This one I returned back to the black spoiler, and also on this kind of coppery coloured, actually it's not an OH5, I forget which one that is, MCR, I think, MCR, something like that. But yeah, I've got the Gt green in that one there. Next up, we've got 1 and 2 of the same story, different colour. So multi-pack in the red with the gold lip around the Y5s. What looks like a blue, yeah, it looks like a blue window, and the glass work for that one. And then this one right here, so identical stripe detailing, almost like a Riviera Blue. Y5s again with a little chrome tipping, and there is a third one of these. The latest multi-pack release is the white version of the same, so it comes with the same stripe detailing, plain, and I believe the same wheel. I think it might even be a little chrome lip, possibly that same one that's on the Riviera Blue on the top there. So yeah, it's a multi-pack, it's out there, or it's, for some lucky people it's out there, but I haven't yet seen, so hopefully that will turn up in the next couple of weeks. Right, getting down to the last few bits and pieces now. So 991 Gt3 Rs. Let's start with that green. Yeah, it's got that sweet as little Gt3 Rs tempo. Porsche detailing through the top. Yeah, it's a beaut, absolute beaut. Plain black Y5s on that one there. Yeah, love, 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 love the green, love the tampos, it's cool. I think we've actually got, I think we might have something similar to that coming out pretty soon. Next up, red. Very plain, very, very simple. Little Porsche crush through the front, and through the back you've got a little GT3 RS through there. Next up, in the white. So again, GT3 RS detailing, this time with a little Hot Wheels emblem underneath on the number plate. And again, little Porsche badge through the front. Next up, Telefox. And this is the main line. This isn't the boxed piece, as I'm not paying £100 for it. No way. No way, I'll wait until I find it a little bit cheaper than that. But yeah, I won't say matte, it's like a frozen black on this one here, like a satin finish, gold trim detailing. Main differences between mainline version and the Tanner Fox box piece is pretty much just through the back. There's some some tail light tampos on there. There's something on the number plate. I think the exhausts are possibly filled in, but that is pretty much it. Besides that, down through the side, it looks pretty much identical. really does. But I will get it. I will get it at some point. But my money's being spent more wisely on other bits and pieces first and foremost. And also another thing, a load of people say that there's variations, and you know, some come without the like little paint detail across this end plate of the wing. For me personally, that's just a mistake. It's not really a variation. It's just a mistake where it's missed it off the paint run. Next up, purple. So chrome traps on this one here, and we've got the very dark tinted plastic work, and also the lights down through underneath. And that also spawned this right here. So we've got the Super in this one here, Spectraflame purple. We've got the chrome 10 spokes on there, same glass work and plastic work. And down through the back you've got little Gt3 Rs, Hot Wheels logo, and also the Treasure Hunt TH on there as well. Yeah, very nice. Plain, simple, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But you know me, if I've got it loose, I've got it carded too. So yeah, there we go. This was another one of the Christmas purchases that I treated myself to. So it wasn't exactly cheap, wasn't overly, it's about the going rate for a short card Porsche piece. So around about the 100 and about 150 actually, so it is possibly a little bit over on that one there. Normally tend to pay around about 125 for my short card Porsches. Right, let's pump you one side there. Next up, another recent one that we've got, and kind of marrying off with the green that we were looking at before. So we've got this one from the factory 500 horsepower set in a really nice yellow. PR5s all black. There's a peach, absolute peach in the yellow. Very nice indeed. And then moving on, next one is the Zamak. So raw finish. Goodness, these always look pretty in a raw finish. 10 posts down through the rear. Also the long card version as well. Obviously you don't get that one on the shorty. Right, little Brucey bonus that I have got is another one of my customs that I've done. So I did a little GT3 touring in a green. So I kept hold of the trap wheels, just painted them up fully with some silver. Did the little black for the tyres. And you can see headlights I filled in down through the rear. And most importantly, lost the rear spoiler off the back as well. Should definitely do another one of these at some point. Right, 991 Gt3 RS, all done. Let's move on to the last bunch of pieces. So 918. Right, last little bunch of bits and pieces. So we've got Porsche 918 Spider. First up, we've got the prototype version. So Hot Wheels have done two different versions. First one, obviously you're looking at in front of you. I'll show you the main differences between. Well, first of all, let's show you kind of colours and so on and so forth. So red, silver or chrome PR5. Clear glass work on that one there. Shall I show you? No, I'll come back to it in a moment. Silver, chrome 10 spoke, clear glass work. And then from the Porsche series, I do like the colour on this one. Really nice. It's like a bronzy, charcoaly type colour. And also, don't very often see that, 10 spokes with a little chrome lip around the outside. Again, works quite nicely with a little chrome trim around it. So there's those three, and also from, I forget now whether it was a 5-pack, Exotics 5-pack or the 10-pack, I forget now. But that is the fourth from the prototype first version. Then they followed it up with this one right here. Let's show you silver to silver. So you'll see, okay, between the two versions, number one, the version 1 is very much different in shape actually when you start looking at them. It's a lot shorter. The haunches across the front, you can see how much they rise up over the wheels at the front there as well, in comparison to the final version as opposed to the prototype. So a lot longer. They've removed the dual side exhausts that were on the side to their proper place, which is up on top of the canopy there, and also some other additions or changes down through the front as well in the shape of it. But yeah, the main thing I think you'll see is probably going to be the length. It's an awfully lot longer down through that one underneath. Right, let's get back to showing you through. So black 10 spokes, plain silver, Porsche crests, and as I say, you've got the details through the top there for the exhaust pipes, where the engine bay would be, and the Porsche 918 spider detailing, and also a very nice little Hot Wheels number plate on the back of that one as well. So we also had the red with the chrome PR5 as well, same detailing that we've just been looking at. And following on from there, nice colourway this one actually. It's like a satin black finish on this one here. Little red stripe detailing down through the front. That also spawned Target Red Edition. So we've got the white with the red rather than the flat black. But again, both on chrome 10 spoke, number 4 for the black, number 5 for the white. Next up, okay, in the blue, and this one here like a Riviera Blue, white stripes down through the front, same details that we've been looking at, and down through the rear, completely plain. No Porsche spider detailing, as obviously it's got the stripes across the front there. Okay, that one is what became this one right here. So, Super Treasure Hunt. Just comes with the additional side stripes, obviously your 25th anniversary Treasure Hunt logo. White Real Rider lace wheels. Actually it's plain down through the back, I'm quite surprised about that. And plain for the tempos through the top. It's got the etching marks, but it hasn't got the actual tempos. Same stripes down through the front. And this one again it's a Super that I don't have on a short card. I purchased one last year for £51 and the guy reneged on me and didn't send it out, which is really annoying because I'm pretty sure I won't find one for £50 odd again. But yeah, hey ho. Hey ho, it's nice to still have bits and pieces to fill in the collection. We can't have everything now, can we? Right, I hope you haven't fallen asleep watching this one here. I'm sure it's going to be one long video, but 18-month Porsche collection update is now completely done. My back's hurting, I'm hungry, and I need a cup of tea. So, until the next one, Hot Wheels fans, and particularly Porsche fans, take care and we'll see you next time out.